Set. 60 outlaw.
53's mine. In your face.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Pull it high. 30 base.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Watch twist.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Looking to throw on second down. Dyson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Off play action. Dyson. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Slam. 57 colors. 15.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll run it.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check 26. Check. Lucky.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Yellow. Attack.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Walker Gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They run with Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. We're scoreless after 1. And the kick by Butker is good. And it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing. A few times he's even defeated double team. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike. On the ball. 53 is the Mike. 53. Check.
Five.
Mike, 53.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dyson. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone. And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. And he'll be out right at the 35. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Hey, 43, 15.
Check 24. Check Topper.
Right side.
36. Line 36. Watch the run.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And an alley to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ready?
On third down, Dyson. Open man is Higgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
You draw portraits.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Throwing on first down. Dyson. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dyson. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Operating from the gun, Dyson, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ball takeover. First down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Easy. 52.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for her.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Chain 2 stop. Hey, wahoo!
Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine.
To throw on 3rd down, Dyson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Here we go. Check.
From the gun, Dyson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Hey, seam 6.
53, check 53. Here we go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Hey, echo.
Let's go.
Hit it.
On 4th down, Dyson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Attack!
Hey, Mike 52. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Yellow.
Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gators. Hey, my 7.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
2.
Following the fumble recovery, Dyson. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
I'm going to run you over. Check 30.
Hey, Delta.
Shit.
5.
To throw on 2nd down, Dyson. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th.
Yellow.
I got you, son.
Check 9, Rippling.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are...
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Anthony Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The give to Taylor. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Got it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On first down, Dyson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now left side on the swing pass, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. On 1st and 10, Dyson. 2 and 1 to go. 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 Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Throwing on first down. Dyson is going to float this one deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Parkey with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Quit talking about it and play it. 43! 43! Check.
Attack!
Check. 30 blue dot Quirkers.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes, it's Hill, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did
blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Walker able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Taylor. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Coming to you. That's right. 52. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Break. 6-6. Bullet high.
He's checking. Crash.
Smooth. Get.
Back to throw. Throw left side to Higgins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there with 9 seconds remaining. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. One final try for Mahomes. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Denver, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.